Hi, you guys. I'm Nicole, and I'm here with the marvelous Maurice. Just to recap on the last topic, which we were discussing, that oftentimes people are in relationships for financial reasons. They need help paying rent or mortgage, or their parents put pressure on them to, settle down, or societal stigmas, or maybe religion. It could be different reasons why people stay in relationships with people, right? It could be lack of self-esteem, lack of self-worth, which I've been there. Imposter syndrome, feeling like you're just not worthy enough, right? Feeling like, scarcity mindset, when one feels like that they can't get better or they can't get anybody else, right? They're unworthy of love. It's so many reasons why people would stay in a relationship that's not serving them, right? But the point that was so significant to me throughout this discussion was that once you get a place to where you do not need the person is where it's real. And that really hit me hard, because this is the thing. If as a man or woman, right, I'll take care of my bills. I'm self-sufficient as a adult. Right now in my life as a woman, I don't need a man, right? I don't need him. You get it? Because no man is coming in and said, hey, I'm going to pay your rent. I'm paying all your bills, right? I'm providing any of these things, right? So he would have to really step his game up. You get what I'm saying? What do I need you for? Just like a man, if a man is fully responsible for everything in his household, right? As he should be, right? A woman just coming with sex, or because nowadays a lot of women feel like, I'm beautiful and it's just sex. Sweetheart, he can get that anywhere. It's a lot of beautiful women with vagina. That's not hard for a man. You get it?
Right.
You're not special. I'm sorry to tell you that. What makes you special is your qualities inside, your character. Can you speak life into that man? Okay? Can you respect that man? Can you be nurturing towards that man? Right? Can you be of service for that man? Right? Okay? Because if that man is just wants sex, he don't have to have a relationship nor a marriage to get sex. You understand? That's the thing that women don't understand nowadays. A man can get sex without commitment. Think about what I'm saying. Let me say it again. A man can get sex without commitment. He can go pay a prostitute for sex if he wanted to. He can pretty much pay any woman he wanted to if that woman was selling sex for money. Right or wrong, Maurice? Okay? You have women who will just have sex with that man because she just is attracted to that man. It's so many reasons why a man is able to have sex or get sex nowadays, okay? Okay? So you have to have more that you bring to the table than just saying, I'm a pretty face or a nice body. How many other women have a nice body? How many other women have a pretty face? Any woman in society can look beautiful. I can go to the beauty supply store and beautify myself. I can go to a drugstore and beautify myself. I can go to a Dollar Tree and beautify myself. That might sound cheap, but let's be real. There's makeup and items. We have so many things to beautify ourselves, right? We have clothes, we have push-up bras, we have enhancements, we have wigs, we have makeup, we have shoes, we have accessories, we have nails, right? Right? Any level of beautiful that a woman is, she can always step it up. Right or wrong, Maurice?
Correct. Very much so.
Okay? Men, on the other hand, it's not that simple. He can get a haircut, he can change, put some jewelry on, and he can do his wardrobe, right? They don't have as many things or tools that can make them look good like a woman. Right or wrong, Maurice?
That's right again.
Okay. A man is valuable based on status and finances. Women are valuable based on beauty. Right or wrong? Okay. The point I'm trying to make is, if someone is self-sufficient, they don't need you, which means that it's even harder nowadays, because you really will have to step your game up and say, hey, why am I worthy to be in one's life? Nobody wants it to work no more. You get it? Nobody wanted to work.
Exactly.
That's the problem. Nobody wants to do the work, because a lot of men feel like, we're in a society where women are already making their own money. So, and that's another thing. If the man doesn't feel needed, that's a problem too, right? Because a woman has to understand this too. When a man don't feel needed, what do he need? He don't need to have you. You get it? He has no place for you because he can't. What if, okay, I'm doing everything and a man came in and said, Nicole, you know what, baby, I don't want you to work. I want to fully ride. I'm going to be like, go ahead, daddy. Please, God, send him. Look, right now, y'all pray to God. God, send my husband, send my man. No, I'm serious.
Send away.
Let a man come into my life who is intentional about me, that really wants the best for me, that stands on moral principle, that loves God and provides provision. Baby, you can tell me I don't want your work. I will gladly. Okay, gladly. What do you need from me? A bow down king, sir, sire. What do you need from me? Okay.
Well, goodness gracious.
What I'm saying is that as a woman, we also have to understand that we have to allow a real man. If he is a man who can lead you, allow him to lead. Okay? If he's not, hey, I'm not going to encourage that. Right? The blind can't lead the blind. Okay? So, but if you meet a man and he's saying, you know what? I'm coming in. He's capable of, he's showing you, he's showing up. He's doing everything to show you he is capable of being that man. Allow him to be.
Absolutely. My goodness, that
allow him to be that, okay? That's the problem. To say, I got it, I don't need a man. Yes, you do. Stop lying to yourself. You need a man because that's God put us here for the man. We are the prize. We are valuable. We are goddesses. But the woman was only created for the man, right? We were created to make life, to procreate, to bring out more offspring for the world to populate, right or wrong. Okay?
Bye.
This is not my way. This is God. God made this. No human being created this but God. Why are we trying to go against God? That's the problem. We wonder why stuff is not happening correctly. It's because we out here, women are doing a job of men don't want to do their job. It's so messed up. Most women are out here killing the game. A lot of men, they're not leaders, right or wrong, Maurice? The problem is there's more women that's leading now than men. So how is it that if more women are leading, how is a man supposed to lead? But then you have the men who are leading, then the woman leading, so they feel like they the man, and then the man can't be the man. It's all messed up.
Yeah,
so
it's tough.
It's tough. It's extremely tough. So,
you know, some men are not leaders because they were put in a place where they can't lead because they're either taken to jail or taken out of the household. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it
started from slavery time.
Yeah, so
it's true. We already had a disadvantage.
We did, and then coming from our time period, so we brought it up to a date that, well, most of us can relate to.
We ain't caught up yet. It's sad, but it's a lot. It stems from that.
Yeah. So, well, the thing is, the empowerment and the empowerment of women in the Black household was at the detriment of men, because the way they empower women was by taking the men away. Mm-hmm. Not saying the men
they separate the man from the woman.
Absolutely.
And it made the woman have no choice but to survive for her and her offspring, because she didn't have a man no longer in the household. What was she supposed to do? She gonna try to survive. As a human, the first law of nature is survival.
But that was then, and it's not a now thing.
Right, but it's still psychologically.
It's psychologically there, but the people psychologically affected should not be some of these young men. Mm-hmm. It should be some of the older men. The younger men who, when they were 3, they saw their daddy get hauled up to jail. If daddy did crime, that's what happens. Mm-hmm. But when the welfare system came in real strong back in the 60s and 70s, that made a lot of men kind of get, taken out of the household. They were either in jail or they couldn't provide for their household anymore because of being in jail. And then when they came out, they didn't have any standing. And
because you're in jail now, it's hard to get a job. And it's like, it's a system created. You got to wear that jacket. It's a system created to make us fail. It's designed for us to fail.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of hard when it takes one to be super strong and to have resilience and to just lean on God and to keep on trying, because with the system designed against us, how does one thrive in that type of environment? It's hard, but it's possible, right?
It's very possible.
It's possible.
It's very possible.
So as a thing, you can be a victim of it, or you can stand up and say, I'm going to do better.
Right.
And I'm not going to allow this to control my life.
Yeah.
That's the difference. It's all mindset.
It's attributed to the system. But
it's all a mindset. It's what one wants.
Absolutely.
If you really want change, you can make it happen. Because how many men did not allow that to be a problem and they excelled?
Absolutely.
What about the man who's still stuck in, the this and the that? Because you're just stuck in that mentality. You don't want to grow.
Right.
It's up to you.
Yeah, it's a definite choice.
It's a choice. Free will, baby.
Yeah.
That's for men or women. It's the choices we make.
More options you have about more.
Yeah, those issues that I was mentioning are issues that should be expiring, meaning that we should have
it should have been
around it enough. Yeah, and be ready to move through it. And this is why I say, to a message to Black men. Yeah, I know you were affected by a lot of stuff, but it shouldn't change how you treat our women, and it shouldn't change how you treat yourself.
Right.
So our respect levels for self need to rise up to the point that knowing that having a successful relationship is a respectful thing. Going from woman to woman to woman to woman to woman.
It's not.
It's not.
Right.
So now, don't deal with women that come with that bullshit. That's another problem. People, Nicole mentioned earlier, you don't know who you pick, or you don't know how people turn out.
We take a risk in love.
You do take a risk, but when you find out, you say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm going to leave.
Just leave.
And I'm going to go find somebody who wants peace.
Or I'm going to just find myself.
Well, I mean,
it's not always, sometimes it's not just jumping from the fire in the pan to another frying pan, right? Because let's be real, it's not just tomorrow, okay, I just, Bob wasn't working out, and now I'm going to find David, right? Because David could be worse than Bob, right? The point is, sometimes choosing yourself is the best alternative. Working on yourself, I'm going to choose me, right?
That's it.
And oftentimes, you have to get to a point where you're in solitude and you're aloneness, and you go through this whole transformation within self. And that's when you truly find yourself. That's when you truly learn yourself. That's when you truly learn to love thyself. And when you come out on the other side, you're much stronger. You have more wisdom, and you learn those life lessons, right? And you can say, hey, you know what? I know my worth now. And if I did not know it now, and I know what I will not tolerate, and that's called standards. That's called setting boundaries, right? Exactly. And once you get to that point, the bullshit will be bullshit. You'll be able to see it, and you won't even entertain anymore, right?
Exactly.
And you realize that love don't love nobody, okay? Love itself is a beautiful thing. It's how we use it and abuse it.
Exactly.
Love is a beautiful thing. Love is the most powerful emotion on earth. It's the most powerful force on earth, okay? But it's what we say and what we do in love. We take the word love and we use it so loosely, not realizing that love has got people killed. Love is why people are in jail. Love will get you fucked up, okay? When it's used the wrong way. Learn to use love in the best way, and the best form it is, the proper way. And if you can't do it, then don't do it at all.
Right. Hey, let me get your insight on this, Nicole.
More options you have, about more who you are.
No, because there's a lot of men with a lot of money that are absolute trash people, but have a ton of options because they're rich.
That's a bar.
Yeah. And I think that there are a lot of beautiful women that have a ton of options, but don't have the character to substantiate it, but they could still sleep with or temporarily date some really great options because of the illusion of how they look might actually match their character. And that's usually not the case.
All right. So the illusion of how someone looks.
Woo.
We tapped on this earlier. Looks.
That's good.
Very, very illusional and very deceiving. Get to know the person as much as you can before you
to that.
settle with that person, because the look can look totally different. And the reality is, what remains basically after everything goes down. So that's why, earlier was mentioned that the first thing we do is we look at something. and we kind of base an opinion on that. That is the attraction. That's
Right.
the first stage of it.
First appearance, first take.
Right.
Yep.
But
Take one.
But
Action.
if your mission is not to get that person in the sack, then you should be looking past that level of beauty to what's in your mind, what their head is like. Couple of conversations, you'll find out people can't hold their form too long. They try, but they can't. You know what I mean? And my advice to everybody and myself is always listen a lot, ask questions, and then I'll let people talk. And they will say what you want to hear, good or bad.
Yep.
You know, I'm sorry.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Whew. Man. Beauty is a blessing and a curse. Okay. In my experience, been a very a beautiful woman, right? And I've dealt with beautiful men. Woo. Okay, so oftentimes for me, when I've dealt with like for me, my thing is like this. I have an issue with, I like the pretty boy aesthetic, right? You gotta be a beautiful chocolate man or a fine ass mixed man, right? And I just, you know what I'm saying? That's what I love, okay? I love my beautiful black men, right? And if he's mixed and he's still relatable to me, right? Because I'm still part black. You understand?
Right.
So I was raised by a black mother. My mom was such a beautiful, powerful woman. You understand?
Right.
And so oftentimes people don't understand it because they look at me like, oh, you yellow, you mixed, you don't understand nothing about black. Do you know who my mom was? I came out of a black woman's vagina. Please don't tell me shit about black, okay? Because they look at me, but when I start talking and I start being, they're like, oh my God, you are black. And I'm like, duh. Like, I'm proud to be mixed. I love being everything that I am. But if you want to know, I'm super proud of being black. I'm so proud to be a part of the African American race, okay? It's nothing more beautiful than that, right? So I say this to say this, okay? Beauty can get you in a lot of trouble, okay? And women, we are very manipulative. So I know for me, I can talk the sheets wool off their booty cheeks, okay? Okay? I know my power. So my beauty has brought me great opportunities. My beauty has brought me money, gifts, jewelry, right? Right? And I know that, right? Okay? Because of my looks, that has attracted a lot of great things my way, right? But it also attracts bad. You understand? Right. Because with beauty is subjective. So people don't understand a lot of times that just because a person is beautiful, they think that everything goes so well. A lot of negative things come with that. You have to deal with jealousy, envy. People try to take your life, hurt you because of your beauty. Okay? Now, so I would say this, when you're dealing with a woman who's super beautiful, just look at her character and really pay attention to how she's moving, because if her intentions are bad, it's so easy for you to kind of, you may not notice it because you're so in lust and you're mesmerized by her beauty, right? That woman could be a setup artist.
Absolutely.
She can get your ass knocked off.
Absolutely.
She can rob you dry.
Absolutely.
She can do some absolute horrific things to you that you don't even see coming. You know why? Because you're looking at her and you say, oh, she's just so pretty. She could never look at her, right? Not knowing she one of the most evilest persons that you ever came across. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That goes for men too. Okay? And so I say this. I've came across super attractive men, right? And my dumb ass, because that's my weakness, okay? I've dated all types of men, but I really kind of like the more pretty boys, right? I love chocolate. A beautiful black man is my shit, okay? That is my type, okay? Ooh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. I lost my train of thought talking about it, thinking about it. Look, y'all, okay, let me get back on track. A beautiful brown-skinned man is my type. Also a beautiful mixed man, okay? Now, I'm attracted to all nationalities. He look good, but my preference, right, okay, is chocolate and a beautiful, fine, light-skinned man, right? But I will say this. I've attracted some beautiful men, okay? But their intentions were not good for me. Their intentions were so heinous and so ugly that looking at them and just hearing their words, oh, it sounds so sweet. It sounds smooth like butter. Oh, I was a toast and they would spread it on me. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
But in the end, I didn't get nothing good out of it. All right? I got verbal abuse, physical abuse, ghosted, left on red, left for dead, cheated on. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Beauty in either form, whether a man is fine or a woman is beautiful, that does not mean they're good for your soul. Okay? Be careful. Be mindful. Pay attention. Take some time to really figure somebody out. Learn how they are. Don't be so quick to invite someone over. Don't be so quick to go meet up with somebody. If a person wants you to come to their house fast, that's a red flag. Let them date you or court you appropriately, man or woman. If that person really likes you, meet in a public place. All right? Go on several dates. Most people ain't gonna want to go on dates. That's how you gonna know. That's how you weed them out too. If a person don't even want to date you, you already know what they after. They just want to have sex or they want to steal from you. Okay? They might want to do both. You have to understand somebody can kill you. They can look, it could be a beautiful woman or man, and they can take your life. Be mindful. Always be cautious. Don't ever let nobody's physical appearance be the detriment of your soul, be the detriment of your life, be the detriment of your existence. It's not worth it. I'm not saying all good looking people are like that, because you know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with that. The point I'm trying to make is that beauty does not mean good. Beauty comes with a lot of bad. It's a lot of beauty that's bad energy. Because I'm going to tell you why. Because the thing about beauty is power. And some people can use it for their bad. That's the thing. It's what, if I know how I'm beautiful, I could have been out here. I'm not like that. I ain't that type of female. I ain't perfect. You get it? But it's out here women setting up all type of stuff, y'all. Right? So be mindful of that. Everything that glitter ain't gold.